Hey guys, welcome to Holding Little Cows to the Glory of God.
So we put a video up the other day that I gave a challenge to the kids to spend $20 to make 2 meals. Now some of the little kids are getting some exceptions to the rule because, how old are you?
I am 7.
Have you done a whole lot of food buying and food budgeting?
No.
No, okay. So he decided on some meals, but some things are out of his price range and some things he needed, like the recipe he's making double, so I'm gonna buy back half the recipe. So what are you gonna make?
I am gonna make some bran muffins right here.
So what did you buy for the bran muffins? And tell us the prices.
I got some brown sugar.
Wait, what's the price?
It for two, and some butter for $4.26. And eggs for $3.97, bran flakes for $2.48, some flour for $2.38,
Yep.
And?
some dry milk for $3.40.
Okay, so this is the bran muffin stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to explain. For the bran muffins, he needs to have eggs, and eggs are expensive. If you've been to the store lately, eggs are expensive. So he only needs 4 eggs from this box. So we're going to buy the rest of the eggs back from him, but the eggs were needed for him to do it. We have another person in the challenge later on who's doing something with eggs, and so they're gonna get some of these eggs bought from this big box, and we'll explain that later. And butter. For both his recipes, he needed butter, but he's a stick too much, but butter is over $1 a stick. So I'm buying that back from him too, that $1. The other stuff, we will show you what's left over, right? Mm-hmm. But how many bran muffins does this recipe make?
2 meals.
Right, 2 meals of muffins. So after we figure out the exact price, he will then get that price chopped in half because we will eat them a second morning for breakfast, right?
Yep.
So if you look at these prices, you'll see he's over his $20 budget, but we've accounted that his 2 meals actually cost less than $20. So what's your other meal?
And also I'm making mac and cheese
With angel hair.
Yeah, with the milk. And some white cheddar cheese for $4.22. And some angel hair for 80.
Nope.
98.
98, yeah.
98 a box.
Right. You really like angel hair, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so in the challenge, I told them that they can use some stuff that we already have here at home. So like he's going to be able to use salt and pepper for his muffins. It calls for buttermilk, but when we make these muffins, we always just add a little bit of lemon juice. I kind of said that if the ingredient is around 20 cents or less, they can use it from the house. So like he has to use some baking soda. He will just use what I already have on hand. Because if you've watched my Build a Pantry series, this isn't exactly part of the Build a Pantry series, but they were allowed to use the stuff that is already in the pantry as long as it was just a tiny amount. It's been accounted for, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So when are you gonna make your bran muffins?
Tomorrow.
We're gonna have them tomorrow for breakfast. So when do you have to make the dough or the batter?
Today?
Today. You're gonna have to make the batter today. So we'll have a video of you making that, okay?
Okay.
And then when are we making this? Do you remember?
Tomorrow for lunch.
Tomorrow for lunch. You're right. So do you have anything else you want to tell the kind folks that are watching you?
No.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Okay. So then we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Okay. What?
We're making bran muffins now.
We are. Okay, I'm telling them how to make it because we've made this recipe a lot. We've changed it up a little bit. So you need 2 sticks of butter put in the bowl.
2 sticks of butter.
The original recipe calls for shortening, but we use butter because
2
butter
sticks
is
of butter.
Butter is better.
Butter
right?
is better and shortening, well, we ain't got no shortening.
Alright.
Pour it out. Do it.
2.
Okay. That's all the butter we're gonna need for this recipe. And it says you do 1 cup of butter or shortening. How much is each stick?
What did you say?
1/2 a cup.
A half a cup, right.
1/2 cup is a
So
stick.
you need 2 of them.
Sweet.
Make sure everyone gets turns. They're out there playing a word game. Well, you do your butter, right? Every butter is better. So you're gonna put them in here. Well, before we started the video, we have hot water going on the stove because we need to put boiling water in to the bran flakes and let it sit for a little bit. So, good job.
There.
1.
All right, there's one.
Okay, then we're gonna do another one. Good job getting your mess cleaned up. I'm gonna find you some scissors to open your bag in a minute. Oops.
I want to open the bag.
You can open the bag. I'm just getting you scissors. You need scissors, right?
Yeah.
We keep our sharp implements up here so that people can't easily get.
Well, I can if I get a stool.
You need them, but little people aren't reaching in drawers and grabbing them, right?
There.
Oh, sorry, that was your toe. You ready? Okay, dump that one in. Okay, next thing you get to do. You want to know what you get to do?
Yeah.
You get to take your bag of bran and you get to go. No, before you cut it, you get to go and crush it up a little bit.
Smash it to oblivion.
If you know, no, you didn't do it. When he did his picture, don't smash it too much, the bag breaks. When he did his picture of what he was doing in the kitchen for the thumbnail, he wanted to do this. Because this is what we used to break up frozen cheese for pizza. Okay, that's it.
But Daddy said he needed a smile.
And now we'll cut it and pour it in.
Well, hold on, we're gonna have to measure it.
We still gotta figure it all out.
Oh
right?
yeah.
I'm just gonna pour it in.
Cut it and then pour it in the
Do
measuring
you need
cup.
help with cutting?
Do you need help cutting? You're not cutting nothing, are you?
Okay, hold on. I'll cut. These scissors aren't working. Give them to me.
Ooh,
Don't
scissor
squish
problems
my
here.
finger in them.
Owie.
Yes, yes,
Let's
yes.
start
ready?
this side. Oh, look, the proper use of scissors matters.
Okay, now
Okay,
we
you
need
need a lesson in
6
scissors.
cups. You want me to hold it?
You can probably
I can hold it
scoop
like
in.
this, or you
Yeah,
can
there you
scoop
go.
it.
We'll figure it out.
It's okay if there's. It's okay. Okay if there's a little
I'll
more.
scoop it.
You'll scoop it. Okay.
That's probably good.
It's okay if there's a little more too.
Yep.
This measurement does not have to be exact.
Precision is not
1.
on this one.
Crush them up a little bit as you put them in. There you go. 2. You need 6. So the original recipe calls for bran buds and bran flakes. We just do all bran flakes because bran buds are expensive. That's why we crush them up a little bit so we get a little more.
4.
Good. Oh. So if you're watching this video and you saw that he did it on the $20 challenge, you're gonna see he's gonna have extra left to make like another half recipe. We use about 2 boxes to make 3 of these recipes, which serve 2 breakfasts. So good job, down to the bottom. There you go.
There you go.
Okay.
The 6?
6.
Okay. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna need some boiling water, which
And eat up the leftovers. Don't
I
forget
need up the
those.
leftovers. Sounds like it's almost done. So I'm gonna get out the measuring cup. Okay. We are going to need 4 cups of boiling water. But after we do the boiling water, we're gonna need the milk. So if you want to open the milk container while we wait for the water to finish boiling.
Milk. We got dry milk.
Dry butter.
No, dry milk.
If you watched our video from years and years ago of Abigail making pretzels, we have a blooper video because we were trying to tell her, okay, now say put in 3 cups of flour. Why do you keep getting my face? And she'd go, dry butter. She kept forgetting what we were
Oh,
doing.
was she like?
Mommy,
3
what
and
are these little packets?
What?
How many packets?
I don't know, we're gonna have to read the
It
directions.
makes 1 quart.
We need to make 1
packet.
quart, so we're gonna need 1 pouch, okay?
1 pouch. Oh,
Sweet.
just
Oh, then
a
hold it. We
little
don't need
bit.
to open it yet.
Okay.
Wait. The other thing we need is the flour. I mean, not the flour, the sugar. Can you get the sugar?
Sugar.
Here's some sugar.
That's the brown sugar.
Okay, we're gonna
What?
need 2 cups of that in here. The original recipe calls for 3 cups, but that's too sweet for our family. So we're gonna do 2. I can help with the scissors if you need it.
Are you sweet enough for our family? We don't need to be too sweetie in our sweeties, do we, sweetie?
We just find that a lot of recipes make things too sweet, and if you slowly cut down on that sweet, hold on. Oh, I need to hold that for a second. I'm gonna put a baby on the floor. Baby on the floor. Oh, actually, Samuel, here's the baby. You can hold him there. They're all sitting on the couch playing that working. Okay, so tips for cooking with kids in the kitchen, and if you're not used to cooking in the kitchen.
You can
We
pour.
measure brown sugar different than regular sugar. This recipe, you can use white sugar or brown sugar. In the challenge, it was actually better for him to buy brown sugar for the amount he needed. What you're gonna do is you're gonna put your cup in here. And then, after you sugar in it, you're gonna pack it down into the cup. Because brown sugar, you measure it all packed down.
Ow.
Like that. So you pack it in, then we put more sugar in, until the cup is
Pack
full.
it in, Bob.
Pack it in.
Ow!
Push
What are
down
you
again.
owling about?
I think I was pushing on his hand.
Oh, don't push
down.
on his hand.
I didn't mean to. Okay, so do we have a cup of sugar? Let me see. Okay, cup of sugar. Good.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
Some spilled. I'll eat that after.
Okay. Now we need another. If you've seen in my other videos, we don't usually buy brown sugar because you can make your own brown sugar with white sugar and molasses. And so we have a big container of molasses. But since they were doing this this thing, and he needed so much sugar, he had to buy his own. You gotta push it down more.
Pack it in,
Yeah,
bud.
push
Pack it
down
in.
more. Yeah, look, there's still room in there. We need more sugar. We need more sugar. More sugar.
Oh!
So this will make us 24 muffins for tomorrow morning's breakfast. Okay,
Close
good.
enough.
Okay, let's get a little of the sugar back in our container. Oh,
There you go.
okay.
I want to eat some of it.
No,
This stuff I'll eat.
no. Okay, back in. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, we have
Yummy.
sugar on the floor. Very good. Very good. Okay, so next thing we are gonna put, listen, we are gonna make this a little strong. This is not a really good cooking video for you guys to copy. You can copy it, but we're not doing it exactly to the book. We're gonna do 4 cups of hot water, but it's boiling, so I'm gonna pour it for you, okay? You ready?
Yeah?
I gotta get
Hello.
to the 2-cup measure.
I'll
Okay,
tell
step
you
back.
when to stop.
Nope,
Okay.
just hands away. There we go.
Keep going. Keep going. Just past 1 cup. Have to stop.
Be very careful and pour it in here. Only touch that. Yep, only touch the handle and pour it right in here. Very good.
Whoa, that's cool.
It like melts.
Okay, you ready?
It looks like caramel.
Put it down because I gotta put more in there. Tell me when to stop.
1 cup. Stop. Now 2 more. I'm destroying the
Okay,
sugar.
so we are putting the hot water in because we want the bran flakes to break up a little bit. And remember we put butter in there? What's the butter gonna do since we put hot water in?
Melt.
Melt. That's what we want, okay? So stir it all up. Make sure the butter then gets pushed back down into the liquid. Good. Now we're gonna make our milk. So let's just put that right there. We're gonna make our milk. We need to make a quart. Listen,
Yep.
we wanted a quart of milk, but we wanted some more hot liquid in here. So we put some of the water that we were gonna use for the quart into here.
Okay.
Okay, I need you to put 2 cups. Hold on, wait. 2 cups of cold water in here.
Okay.
You're gonna, you want to put it in here? You're gonna carry
might
it over
wanna
with
get
your
near the
hands. What were you gonna do?
cold water, remember?
The cold.
Yep, it's on gold. We're gonna get up to 2
And
cups.
if you get a
bud.
little bit more, you can pour it out, right?
Nice and slow. Ready?
I'm pouring too much.
You're gonna pour a little
You gotta pour a little bit out.
What?
I don't know, actually. He's here.
Okay, you're on the 2
Dude.
cups. Okay, come here.
Nailed it with a fast flow.
Now we're gonna open this and pour it in here, and we'll stir it all up.
I'm stuck.
Hey, if you hold it up in the air while you cut it, it's gonna fall.
Well, that was bad. My drawer almost wouldn't open.
It was the potato mash in the way.
Something was in the way. I don't know what it was, but it was stuck.
Ah.
Hey, Uriah needs scissor practice because everybody else in the house uses scissors all the time. I think he's used to paper.
Yes.
This is a whole different thing.
Oh, this one is a little sticky too.
Is it?
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
so you're
that
gonna pour
kind of
that in
material is
there.
hard to do. Right in the thing.
Yep.
And magic milk making.
Oh, you
Get
should get all in there.
All in the hole.
Okay, now mix that together real good.
Slop, 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 slop. I was kidding about the slop part.
Don't flop it. Oh, no, it's okay. We lost
No
a drop.
sloppy.
It's okay. We lost a drop.
This is coming along.
We're gonna have it sit. So you can tell them that you're just gonna finish mixing the milk,
Yep.
And this has to sit for it has to sit a total of 15 minutes, so about 10 more, okay? So say we'll be back in a minute.
We'll be back in a minute. Now we're making the rest of the bran muffin.
Okay, first thing we have to do is we have to add a little vinegar to our milk because the recipe calls for buttermilk. This is one of his pantry ingredients he's using. So you just need like a splash in there. We need the, go ahead.
Oh.
It's okay.
That was a splash and a half.
We need the vinegar because it's going to make the baking soda activate in the next part of the recipe. So that's why we need vinegar. It needs a acid. So you could do lemon juice in here too. Or you could buy buttermilk, but buttermilk's expensive. Can you make sure our butter's all melted? Yep, stir it all up, good. Okay, so that's what happened after we let our bran muffin sit. You can let it sit at least 15 minutes, but it could sit an hour or two. You want this to be cool enough that the eggs aren't gonna cook when you put them in. Okay, you can add the milk. Once you add the vinegar makes the milk a little bit clumpy, which is what you're looking for because that's what buttermilk is clumpy old milk.
Clumpy milk.
Okay, good. Now you can work on your eggs. One at a time. We do the eggs into a bowl. One, if you have a bad egg, you would know it. Two, if you get a shell in, you can get it out easily, right? I'm just stirring this up here.
Good job.
And if you have no shell, you pour it right in here. You need a total of 4 eggs.
That's
One. Good.
How about we pour the egg before we throw the shell? Because otherwise we might pour the egg
On the floor. 2. So you'll see.
Or I just don't hold it.
That's a good idea. So you'll see he bought the eggs at the store, but he only used a third of the container. So he will get a couple dollars back for his eggs. And we will figure out all the math before the end of the video. But right now we have other cooking videos going on, so we don't have time for math. Uh-oh.
Okay, literally got the shell.
That is why we do it in a separate bowl, right? Because now we didn't ruin our eggs from dropping it in. Okay, now you can mix it all up. Go, 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 go. Mix, mix, mix. Yep, break up the egg yolk. Go, go, go. Mix it, mix it, mix it.
Turn them.
And
The
it will
eggs
mix
get
up
chopped
more.
up as you get mixed it up.
Because we're gonna add more flour. And then this all sits in the fridge overnight. Right? We're making these here because tomorrow morning you're gonna put them in you're gonna put them in muffin tins to cook. This is the only recipe I have found of muffins that we make that I cannot make in a 9x13. This is too dense that it doesn't cook through well if you do that. But most muffins we can make them in a 9x13 or muffin cups. Okay, you ready for your next ingredient? Your next ingredient is, I've got 2 of the same recipe here. 5 cups of flour. So I'm gonna hold this, and you're gonna pour flour.
5 cups.
Yep. Good job. Keep going. Good.
Oh.
1. No, that was good.
That's a good
1.
one. That's a good one.
That was a great
4.
one.
How many?
We need 5 altogether.
Oh.
2. Let's do a little less on the next one. I think that's good. 3. It's good. We're doing good. We're doing fine.
Oh.
4. Let's just do like a half a one. Good. 5. Okay. This recipe is very forgiving. Just letting you know. I make very forgiving recipes with the children. Okay. Next thing we need is 5 teaspoons of baking soda. What do we do when we put baking soda into a recipe like this?
We make a little hole.
Gotta make a big hole because you're gonna have multiple.
Big hole.
Make a big hole.
There. That's big enough.
So we are making a separate we're making a whole because you would normally put dry ingredients and wet ingredients in 2 separate bowls, have them all really well mixed, and then combine the 2. But we don't want to get another bowl dirty. So we do this, and then we're going to use our finger to stir it together so that you don't have any big clumps of baking soda in your wet mix. 5 teaspoons.
Remember how you just measure those?
It's okay, get this one out of the way. There you go. Good.
1,
2, 3, 4.
What were you trying to say?
5.
Fate.
I don't know why.
9.
5, and now we need 1 teaspoon of salt, which is what you have in your Good, and then you want to stir it around a little bit. You want to use your finger or the spoon? Either one works.
I'll use this one.
You want to combine it with some of the flour so we just don't have big chunks of baking powder. Or big chunks of salt. That wouldn't taste good either, right? Keep stirring it a little bit more. Just make sure you don't dig down into the liquid stuff, right? Okay, that is all that goes in this recipe.
And now I just have to stir
Now
it
you
up.
just need to stir, stir, stir. So, I said we did this recipe different, but this is the original recipe for the refrigerator brand muffins. It makes 4 dozen muffins. So if you're a small family, you got lots of breakfasts. If you're a big family, you got 2 breakfasts. It will keep for 1 month. In our house, it keeps for about 2 or 3 days.
Did we have a grandma sneak in?
We do.
I saw everybody run for the door.
So that's the recipe if you want to make it. Go ahead and stop the video, write down what you want. And then after you put that in, that's the other side. These are great because you really can put just, like if you're a small family, you really could do eggs and then just put 6 muffins in to cook and have that for breakfast. But we're not that kind of family. We're the kind of family that we eat muffins when we eat muffins for breakfast, we eat muffins for breakfast. So that is the end of this recipe. He's just gonna finish mixing this up and this will go in the fridge for tonight and you will see him tomorrow put him in muffin cups, right? Do you need help? Can you say bye? See you a little bit?
Bye.
See you in the morning.
Yep. So now that I just put the muffin cups into, I put the mix into the muffin cups, there were 24.
24 wonderful, lovely little brand muffins.
And I have a whole batch left.
Right, so 24 more muffins, right?
So we get more brand muffins?
So
Yes, tomorrow.
So we'll figure out the price of those and we'll tell them on the next video, okay? Because you got some math to do today. We have to learn some addition. Well, we have to do some addition. You're going to work with me for some division to figure out how much these cost, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see you in a little bit.
Yep, bye.
Bye, everybody. How's the muffins?
Good.
Yummy.
Hi, and now we're gonna make supper because we didn't do it for lunch.
So hold on. So he was originally going to make lunch today, but we're having a storm here in Maine with really high winds tonight, and my appointment that was supposed to be this afternoon got changed to this morning. So messed up all our day, right? But before we tell him what you're making, can we talk through your budget?
Yeah.
So how much did you actually spend at Walmart? It's this number here.
$24.92.
That's more than $20.
That I know, but then she bought half of it back.
Hold on. So I bought back butter, right? A stick of butter, and 8 of his 12 eggs, because those were 2 things that were very expensive that I told him I'd buy back, right?
Yeah.
So that took you down to $21.21. That's still more than $20.
Yeah.
But then,
you took away the.
what did I buy back?
I don't know.
What did you make last time? Brand muffins?
Yeah,
Did we
brand
eat all of those?
No.
No. So the whole recipe of brand muffins cost, my math was not good this morning. I had to have Mark help me. The whole recipe for brand muffins with everything that he bought cost $10.30. So I bought $5.15 worth, right?
Yeah.
That we'll eat for breakfast tomorrow morning. So when we subtracted the $21.21, we subtracted $5.15 from that.
Yeah.
You
we
ended up
got
spending
$16.06.
Whoa!
$16.06. Good job.
That's pretty good. So I get muffins twice, and you came in under budget.
So he actually spent.
Yeah, way under budget.
Yeah. So he actually would have made 3 meals for $21.21.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. Right? So what are we making now?
Now we're making mac and cheese.
What are we using for pasta?
Some angel here.
Is that your favorite?
Uh-huh.
What are the other ingredients we're going to use?
We're gonna use some butter, some salt, pepper and salt,
Yeah.
and some cheese.
Did you grate that whole block of cheese you bought?
Yeah.
That's 1 pound of grated cheese.
And then you need some milk, 2 ounces.
Nope, not 2 ounces. 2 packages.
2 packages.
This will make 2 quarts of milk.
Quarts. And then some flour.
Quarts. Not quarts. Quarts.
Then some flour.
And some flour, right?
And also you'll need a whisk.
Okay.
Did you have to buy the whisk?
No.
That's good.
We happen to have one.
We could buy the whisk and still be under budget.
Okay, so we have, what do we have going to cook this?
A pot with boiling water.
That's right. We cook this in boiling water, not in like boiling orange juice or boiling milk or anything like that, right? Okay, so we're gonna put that over there. We're gonna need that in just a minute, but I need you to open the butter
The butter.
and put it in here. We're not gonna cook this here. We're gonna move it to the stove.
You have a string.
I have a string.
Oh no!
It's been a busy day, guys. I'm still in the kitchen with the kids because we said we were gonna do this, but it's been a crazy day because we had a phone call appointment this morning. Then we had an appointment that I was supposed to have at 4:30 that they moved to 10:15 this morning. That was a half hour away from the house. Then Naomi had an appointment. Mark's fixing my head cover. He made it worse.
Now what, Mommy?
I'm gonna look at you.
Now what do I make?
Well then, so now we need some salt and pepper. So then we have a big storm coming today, so we went and did some chores while we were in town. Keep going. You need a lot of salt.
You're patting it like a little baby bum. Oh, pat, pat, pat.
Pat the baby bum.
Good
Okay, good.
baby.
We'll add more salt and pepper at the table. Go ahead. Shake it, shake it, shake it.
Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it.
Pat the baby bum. Pat, 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 pat. Our baby and his baby bum is out there.
Is that good?
Yes, sure. We can put more on there. Okay, now you need a half a cup of flour. Because we did a half a cup of fat, so we need a half a cup of flour. That's how you know how much to make when you're making a white sauce.
White sauce.
Cheesy goodness white sauce.
Put that there.
1.
So, nope.
Neat.
Just one.
Nope.
Okay, so now we're going to take this. What are we going to do with this? Put it in
Eat
the
it.
fridge? What?
Heat it up on the stove.
On the stove. Okay, so we're going to put this on the stove. We're going to let the butter melt. We're going to let the flour cook into it, right?
Yeah?
Until the flour has cooked for a few minutes. Like after it's all melted, we'll let it cook a few minutes because you want the taste of the raw flour to be cooked out of it. Okay? You ready to help me?
Yeah.
We'll turn the video off and we'll come back in a little bit.
Yep.
Yep.
Bye.
A big one.
Gotta give you a whole big handful. When busting up the pasta.
So we want to bust up the pasta, but it's going to be hot over the boiling water. So he's going to do this so we can then just pour it in. Or I can put it in and he's done all the work. But
Good job.
he likes to do this part of it. It's just too hot to do over a steaming pot.
gonna be some more.
It's going to be some more. Can you help her take that apart? Just need help with the big brother in the kitchen. It's okay. Just do as much as you can. It doesn't have to stay in there for long. I'll be careful I don't spill it on the way this. Almost done.
Bam.
2 more.
Did you say bam? Are you bamming me?
He's gonna pretend he's shy. Got little pieces everywhere.
Like that.
Okay, you can break down those boxes while I go put that in the water. Ready?
Big. Those are flowers.
Hey, we have a fan that works.
We haven't had one for so long now for you to turn it on.
Oh, steamy.
So I'm just putting it in by handfuls and I'm gonna mix it up. So make sure it's not sticky.
Now I'm gonna open the milk to mix.
Right off of there, bud. Good job.
Good job. You're gonna do the whole packet in that one. We'll do another quart of milk in a little bit.
Okay.
So how this dry milk works, different ones work differently. This one says 1 packet to 4 cups of water. To make a whole quart
Well, bud.
of dry milk.
Towards the top.
Uh-oh.
Towards the top.
Throwing stuff on the floor.
Oh
Now,
Can I pick it up and shake it, shake it, shake it?
yep.
Make sure it's all twisted on there good before we go shake it, shake it. Yep. Make sure we're hanging on good, right? We don't want to lose it.
Make it all shook up. Is it hard to shake?
You're getting a little leaky there, bub. Little tiny bit leaky.
Yeah, a little bit leaky.
That's
That's
okay.
okay. Do you think it's pretty well shaken?
Uh-huh.
Up on the ground, on the bottom. That's how we do it.
What are you going to do with it now?
Put it in.
Do you want to pour or do you want to mix?
I want to pour.
You want to pour?
Can you pop it? Pop that top right. Yep, there you go.
Oh, hold on, wait. This is going a little crazy. Our pasta's going a little crazy.
Crazy pasta.
Abigail, you're gonna have to finish rinsing so we can put our pasta in the sink when you're done.
Use that for that.
Okay, but still have one more thing.
No, I know. Go ahead and rinse. Okay, so what you want is you want your butter and your flour to cook together, right?
Uh-huh.
And we have little bubbles to show that it's nice and hot. And you've been stirring it and cooking it. You only need to do that a few minutes. So now you're gonna pour in some milk. And as you pour it in, you mix it. You don't have to mix it exactly the same time. That's good for right now. You want to not let it get too clumpy. So add part of your milk and mix it in, and it will get thick. You can turn it off at this point if you're not gonna be able to mix it in fairly quickly, but you can just leave it on because the cold milk going in is gonna be fine. And you can use, regular, like liquid milk you'd have in your fridge. But in Maine, liquid milk and dry milk are about the same price, and this was easier for him to do,
Yeah.
right? Okay, you can pour more in now. You gotta allow the clumps out.
Mommy, but also I didn't want to get a whole bag because we've got that box before, so I just was gonna
Yeah, that box was one of the things we bought on the pantry challenge, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's nice to keep, so if you run out of liquid milk or whatever, you always can just mix up, have some milk. And all of this food was stuff you would have on the pantry challenge.
Yep.
But you bought it out of pocket so you could show that you could do this challenge, right? Okay, we'll be back in a minute. He's gonna mix up some more milk.
Yep.
Okay, so we added the milk, the whole 8 cups of milk, and we've been letting it cook until it now has gotten bubbly and has been cooking for about a minute bubbly, right?
Bubbly.
So we turned off the heat, and now he's gonna add cheese
Ah.
that you shredded, right? Cheese that you shred from the block works better in mac and cheese than cheese that you get shredded from the store because the cheese you get shredded has like a filler on it and it can make it grainy. It can still be grainy without it sometimes too, but whatever. You're gonna add a little bit of cheese and we'll mix it in. Then we'll add a little more cheese and you'll mix it in. Do
Okay.
you want to add it or mix?
Add it.
Okay, go.
Make sure you don't get it on the stove. Bub. Daddy will have to eat the leftovers.
So you're gonna add some cheese at a time and then add more. You don't want to dump the whole thing in because you want it to all, you don't want it to cool down too fast. You don't want your cheese sauce to cool down too fast. You're doing great. Hey guys, come on out. We're gonna finish our video and then we'll eat our supper. So, yep, just keep adding cheese. You want to add all the cheese, right?
What are you smiling about?
So he's adding a whole pound of cheese for our mac and cheese. You want to take a baby for a minute, Abigail? You're doing good. You're doing good. Keep adding. Keep adding. Keep it going. And then when this is done, this is what we're having for supper, right?
Uh-huh.
And then mommy's making a treat for later.
I hope it tastes good.
Do you think it's going to taste bad?
No.
I mean, it's got milk and cheese and pasta. Can it possibly go wrong?
No.
No.
Yeah, how could you go wrong there?
Keep going. More cheese. So you can add slowly. I don't add this, but he adds this slowly. So we let things keep going, right? Because we're working in the kitchen with kids.
Gotta get it in the pot, bud.
Ah.
We don't want a cheesy oven or stove. We want a cheesy mac and cheese sauce. You're doing great. Still going? You still going? Keep going, keep going. I know. It's a lot of work, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a lot of cheese. It's gonna taste so good though.
Yeah.
So good.
What is mac and cheese?
So you made mac and cheese and he made mac and cheese.
Hey, do you like mac and cheese? Do you like mac and cheese?
I haven't made mac and cheese before.
Hey, do you like mac and cheese?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you do?
Yeah.
And he's crazy. And they're all crazy. There you go, bud.
Whoa, whoa.
Now we're getting serious.
Okay, you ready? Okay, so now you made mac and cheese. We'll be back in a minute when we plate it up.
Okay.
Right? What do we pour on top of the pasta?
We put on the sauce.
We put on the sauce, and now we're gonna eat it, right?
Yeah.
Do you think it looks good?
Yeah.
Yeah, who said it was good?
Grandma.
Grandma said it was good. She took a bite before she left?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are you ready to eat it?
It was.
Yes. How about we go to the table and find out everyone's ideas on it, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, everyone to the table so we can eat.
Yeah.
So what'd you make?
I need some mac and cheese.
Everyone taste it. How's it taste?
Good.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
It's good.
Do you think we made some good meals?
None for you. What do you think? Good?
It was yummy.
Yummy? Yummy?
Do you think you made some good meals on the budget challenge?
Yeah.
Do you want to try to do it again sometime?
Yeah.
Okay, can you say bye to everybody?
Bye.
Bye.